keep us moving forward, like Jerry said, with a sense of hope and a sense of joy and excitement. It's an adventure. Life is an adventure. So we're asking the question today of the Take Two family, what are you looking forward to? And maybe, quite possibly, it could be something that's, something that's not so good, or something that's very, sad or tragic in ways, like a divorce, or maybe a treatment that you have to do for something that you were just diagnosed with. And those kinds of things, you can kind of dread the thought of having to go through them, right? Or we can talk about it today on Take Two, and Jerry and I are both life coaches. It's all how you look at it. If you turn that glass a quarter turn, everything looks very different. So the number to dial to get in on this conversation and discussion is 833-288-3986.
All right, what is it that you're looking forward to? The best time to call the show is always right now, 833-288-3986. Perhaps you're moving, kind of zeroing in on retirement. Maybe you have retired and you decided, that's just not the life you want to live right now. So maybe you're looking forward to finding another job to go back to work. It could be anything that you have in your future, on your calendar, what is coming up in the future, the near future, the distant future. Maybe it's a pilgrimage somewhere, maybe going to a holy shrine or something, a cruise. 833-288-3986.
And we've said this pretty much from the start of the show in 2015, that you don't have to be Catholic to call in. Why do we say that? Because if you can hear the sound of our voices, we consider you part of the Take Two family. So if you just tripped onto this broadcast and the station, welcome to the family. Now call in, okay? Because we need you. 833-288-3986.
Yeah, and we talked about, I mentioned it's really important to have things to look forward to. And I think otherwise, Debbie, as life coaches, we know this really well. If you get kind of stuck in a place, in a rut, so to speak, and nothing is really changing in your life and you don't plan for things, life can get kind of stale and bad things can happen to us, emotionally, psychologically, physically maybe. So we think it's important that we have things to look forward to. So what's something on your calendar in the future that you are really, as Debbie said, till Christmas, what'd you say, 145 days?
That's right.
Maybe you're counting down the days. Maybe you're counting down the hours to do a very, very beautiful experience in your life. Let us know about that and how excited you are to be looking forward to participating in that. 833-288-3986.
When you call in, you'll speak to Charles Berry today, right? Charles is answering phones. I believe he's on phones, not social media. Okay, so Charles is, oh no, it says no. So it is Matt Kabinski. I guess we have Matt Kabinski still on the phone. Yes, it's Matt. Okay, it's Charles Berry on social media. Okay, so if you send a comment in, I got that a little mixed up there. Then you'll send it to Charles, and Charles will get it to us. But Matt Kabinski is our call screener. He is wonderful to talk to. Here's how it works. You call this number, 833-288-3986, and you'll speak to Matt for a few minutes. Then he'll put you on hold. You get to listen live, and you'll slip right into the discussion, just like we're in your living room, just shooting the breeze. That's how Jerry and I like it. Very informal, very welcoming, very relaxing. It's an enjoyable experience. I mean, we get a lot of first-time callers, Jerry, and they are nervous at the start of the call, but by the end, they're just loving it and calling us back, hopefully, and that's what we want. We want to build those relationships. 833-288-3986. Maybe you love to plant a garden and you're looking forward to reaping the fruits and vegetables of that garden that you have planted. If you're a farmer or maybe you're married to a farmer and a farming family in one of our listening areas, maybe you're looking forward to, hopefully, God willing, a beautiful bumper crop coming up this fall. So let us know what you are looking forward to. We have a couple lines that are taken right now. Matt Gubensky is busy already answering phones. And Charles Berry will get the comments from those of you on Facebook and YouTube watching the video. Hello, waving to you guys. And just feel free to call us. You can email take2@EWTN.com, post on the show website, take2show.com, and as I just mentioned, on the Facebook or the YouTube video streams. And we can't forget our wonderful producer, Ace McKay. He is fabulous, running all the controls there. And Ace is also the one that does the great posts on Jerry and Debbie Facebook page that you guys are commenting about that you absolutely love. So don't forget to like us on Jerry and Debbie Facebook page. Please find us there and like us. We're trying to grow the family there. Also, you can visit us at standtalltoday.com. That's our life coaching outreach ministry, standtalltoday.com. And we've got free consultation, so that always helps.
It helps a lot. Not a penny out of your pocket to see if one of the coaches would be good for you, a good fit, maybe help you kind of kickstart your life, or just find a different path or direction. God has a lot of things planned for all of us. And as you always say, Debbie, life coaching is not about looking back, it's about looking forward.
That's right.
So our topic today is very much related to that. So standtalltoday.com, you can get a free consultation with any of the coaches listed there. Do that today, folks. Do yourself that favor. But also call into the program, 833-288-EWTN, 833-288-3986. We have Elita, Jean, and Mary already screened by Matt C's working fast. I told you that. But there is still room on an open phone line for you. What is it you're looking forward to with maybe a little bit of impatience? You just can't wait for it to get here. 833-288-3986.
Hi, I'm Father Wade Menezes from the Fathers of Mercy, inviting you to Birmingham for the free EWTN Family Celebration. It's Saturday, August 26th. Enjoy talks from your favorite EWTN radio and TV hosts, including me. You can shop at EWTN's religious catalog, attend Holy Mass, and be part of a televised show. There's even a Eucharistic procession through the streets of Birmingham. Go to EWTN.com/family celebration to find out more and to register. I look forward to seeing you there.
Want to be notified when Take Two with Jerry and Debbie goes live on Facebook? Follow EWTN Radio's Facebook page and click the bell icon to be notified.
EWTN, communicating the faith.
I want to thank you very much for what you have done for us these years as we converted to Catholicism 2 years ago, and you had a huge influence on us, the information that we got from you. So I do want to say a huge thank you for this show.
So I'm listening, and I'm a new listener to this station, and I'm actually going to get a lot of friends to listen to this station. I'm so excited.
The Children's Rosary is a simple and deeply moving prayer experience where children pray and learn more about the joyful, luminous, sorrowful, and glorious mysteries of the Rosary. Visit EWTN.com/kids for more.
Okay, we're asking you, what are you looking forward to? And on Take Two, that question sounds very exciting, right? What are you looking forward to, right? So you get excited about that. But on Take Two, we cover the good, the bad, and the ugly. So you may be looking forward to something that's just not so pleasant. We want to talk about that as well. Okay, we talk about the real raw truth on this show. So don't hold back. If there's something that's coming up on your calendar and maybe you want to talk about it, let's talk about it now. It's a perfect time at 833-288-3986. And as promised, before we get to Elita, I just wanted to share, Jerry, Eucharistic mystery. Journey deeper in your understanding of the Eucharistic mystery and understand the Eucharistic story of God's love for us from the Old Testament to the institution of the Eucharist. Download the free, I love this, free ebook, The 12 Stations of the Most Holy Eucharist, at EWTN.com/Catholicism. Anything free from EWTN, I would grab it because it's fabulous.
Well, yeah, everything they sell is hand-picked, knowing that the customers of EWTNRC.com would really love those items. So definitely, folks, check that out. 833-288-3986. What's something you're looking forward to? Elita in San Antonio, Texas. What is something you are looking forward to, Elita? Welcome.
Hi, thank you. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to my firstborn daughter. She'll be starting college this upcoming fall, actually on the 21st of August. She'll be starting at Texas State, and so we'll be moving her up and hopefully, continuing or exploring her Catholic journey, her Catholic faith. We just came out of a teen Acts retreat, which she really, really liked, and so, hopefully she can be involved in campus ministry there. So hopefully I've planted the seed well, and she can, continue now on her own.
Well, it sounds, Elita, like you have done a good job of laying a foundation, your entire family, because you sound very, very confident that her faith is going to influence others as opposed to the other way around, which is so often the case when our young people go off to college. Does that pretty much describe how you feel that your daughter's ready for that possible environment that could be a little bit, challenging to her faith?
Oh, yes, for sure. I think, it was scary at the beginning a few months ago, but I think this Acts retreat really instilled in me to just have faith in God and let Him work His glory and, unto continue prayer unto others, like not only herself, not only my daughter, but her friends and whoever she may meet, classmates, her roommate in her dorm and stuff like that. So, yes, I definitely believe in prayer and God's glory.
Elita, you said she's your firstborn, so congratulations when you get them off to college. That's a big shift in the family, and that's amazing. And there's a lot of excitement behind that, and then a lot of promise and the future of what her studies and what she wants to be when she fully matures in that area. And I love that. So I've got just a question for you. I have the prayer book out. If you feel comfortable, if you could give us her first name, I'll put her in the prayer book. We'll pray for her first semester, obviously, for when she starts college. But the second question I have is, I'm sure you probably did this already, but did you pack her suitcase with kind of a survival kit, a spiritual survival kit of, holy water and St. Benedict medal and miraculous medal and, of course, the rosary and a crucifix and some prayer cards and maybe a relic?
Oh, no, that's a very, very good idea, because I did go online and pack, get a list, print out a list of dorm room necessities. And I never even thought of that. I have almost everything that you listed. Her name is Christina Barrera with a K. But yes, I'll definitely be doing that, and she'll be about an hour away. So if there's anything that she needs, like more holy water or anything like that, definitely take it to her.
Yeah. Well, and the reason why I share that is and Jerry just typed over, and I'm glad he did, a Bible and a catechism. And these spiritual survival kits, I've been a firm believer of them for many years. I used to suggest it to the high school families that I was a youth minister for, and I will share with you that many young adults, when they get to college, when they need it most, they don't seem to have these things available. And so if you would just do that, I think it would be wonderful for Christina to have those available if and when she can have them as holy reminders. And also, too, maybe share with her, if you get a blessed holy card, and ask her to slip it underneath her mattress in her dorm room, okay? Because she's going to be sleeping many hours in her dorm room, and to have those saints that she could make friends with, that's very powerful as well, to keep just to keep her an added level of protection. Elita.
Yes, no, I agree. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, she will have lots of prayers. So will you, Elita, and your entire family. Thanks for joining us here. Yeah, it is. First one off to college.
I know. Amazing.
It's the first one in everything. You get the driver's license, go off to college, get married, all those things. But Elita has a great thing going on with Christina, so that's awesome. That line is open there, 833-288-3986. We're just simply asking you to look on your calendar ahead from beyond now and let us know about something that you are looking forward to. 833-288-3986.
Okay, so we'll move to Jean in Carroll, Iowa, waiting so patiently. Hi, Jean.
Hi, how are you doing, Debbie and Jerry? I love both of you. As you know, when you hear this all the time, your show is wonderful. You know that. It's very helpful, very interesting, and very necessary. Today's a happy time, though. It's a happy day. I like that. I like the happy programs. I know you've got to have it all, but the happy ones are so uplifting. Fall. All right, mark your calendar for my benefit. August the 26th, Saturday, is when I decorate for autumn. I love autumn. I love Christmas. Autumn leads into all that. Autumn leads into Thanksgiving and Christmas, all the happy stuff that we wait for. We never outgrow that. I've got all my autumn decorations in the spare room. I brought them out from the garage. They're all waiting to get decorated. I can't put them out yet, not until the 26th of August, but that's when I decorate. And then I can't get real pumpkins yet. They're not even out to buy, I don't think, yet. It's too soon. They'd be rotten anyway by the time, November came. But the other things, the cute little things that you put out, the pumpkins, I have velvet pumpkins, I have ceramic pumpkins, I have all kind of stuff. And, of course, the fall leaves that you wrap around your pole out front. And just everything, scarecrows. You name it, I've got it. I love it. I look forward to it. And like I said, one thing leads to another. It's very uplifting. And if anybody has any concerns about somebody who passed on or whatever, the sad part of life, unfortunately, think about fall. Yes, all the leaves turn beautiful colors, lovely, and they die, they fall to the ground. That's true, it's true. But look what happens in the spring. After Christmas and all the excitement is over, which we love, then comes January and February, I know. But then the little buds start to bloom again, and you've got new leaves coming out. I mean, it's wonderful. It's the cycle of life. That's why I like fall. And it's just wonderful. I just wanted to say that. I can't wait. You've got 3 more weeks. I do, anyway. I've got 3 more weeks before I start putting it out.
Okay, so I have to share something with you, Jean. So now because I put the date in August 26th. Okay. So I do the same thing, but I always, for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe it's because probably that old fashioned thing that you don't wear white after September or something like that. Remember when we learned all those fashion trends when we were kids? So I started decorating for fall because I love it as well. And I have them all lined up in the garage. And it's hilarious that you're saying this. And I never thought to start at the end of August. I always start after Labor Day. But now I'm going to start August 26th. So when you're decorating, Jean, be thinking of me. I'll be thinking of you because I'm putting all those colors out as well. And I agree with you. I was born in the fall. I love the fall. I love the color of the leaves and how the cycle of life, the creation, God's creation, how it changes and how it lets us enter in deeply into the mystery of what he intended for us in that rhythm of life. I couldn't agree more, Jane. And I don't think we spend enough time outdoors. And I think when we decorate like this, it encourages people when they come over to our homes and stuff to really appreciate God's creation. So God bless you, Jean. I can hear the excitement in your voice. And now you just moved me up a couple weeks. So now I get to put out all the orange and red and yellow. I love it. I love it. Do you decorate for fall, Jerry?
Well, I was going to say, you and I both live in areas where the climate is usually pretty warm year-round, and on Christmas Day, it doesn't really feel like Christmas Day. I mean, it does, of course, from a spiritual standpoint, but not from, like, the leaves and the colors and the snow and all of that. But I was going to say, I was going to say to Jean just a moment ago, she's blessed to live in an area where you actually see with your eyes the 4 seasons. Yeah, because our idea of the 4 seasons is it drops, in your case, from 120 down to about highs of about 85 during the winter. So it's really
That's
just
cold.
it's really just the difference in temperature for people who live in a more of a warmer climate. So I'm a little bit jealous of people who get to live in an area where you see the leaves fall down, the trees are bare, and things are dying, and that Jean talked about spring, and things come back to life. I mean, that's just it's so Christian to, it's so it really
appreciate.
It tells us about the cycles of life and death that we all go through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jean, thank you so much for calling in and sharing with us. Now we're all going to start decorating August 26th. I love that.
I'm going to start decorating for Christmas August 26th.
Are you really? Are you? No, seriously, are you?
No,
I know people that do that, actually. Oh, well, I know people that start shopping in August.
Oh, yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's a neat
Well,
challenge.
that's not a bad idea, really. My sister was a year-round Christmas shopper, and by that I mean if she had to go into a department store to get something she needed, she would just kind of look around at the discounted, sweatshirts and clothes and gym sweats and all sorts of other things. She would get the most amazing deals. She would get something that was retails at $49. She'd get it for $5.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Wow.
So we saw that this it looked so opulent. Under their tree, my sister and brother-in-law and their two sons, under their tree, I think my sister called it like something like planned opulence. But it wasn't, at the end of the day, it wasn't all that opulent because, like I say, she got bargains on everything. So
yeah. That's cool that she did that. Yeah, that means she really made an effort, and she thought of family and friends all the time. So that kind of goes to show the beautiful heart she had.
That's a great point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to hear from you. What are you looking forward to? I'm super excited that Jean called in because, I absolutely love what the appreciation she has for God's creation. I love that. Do you feel that way? And do you look forward to things coming up on the horizon and things that are on your calendar? Or do you think about it like this? Do you get out of bed in the morning and you say the first thoughts are, thank you, God, another day? Or do you get out of bed and say, oh, another day? Which way do you start your day? Your disposition, your attitude, is it an attitude of gratitude or is it an attitude of like, oh, this is just not working out for me? Because that stops you. If you start off the day like that stops you from looking forward to things. Do you see life as an adventure? It's very exciting. Even the not so good stuff, the bad stuff, it's an adventure. It's an experience. It's a way for us to grow and to lean on God and to trust God more. Or, and that helps with keeping the hope and keeping the joy. Wouldn't you say, Jer?
Definitely. I think it's a very, very healthy thing for us to do. And that's absolutely why we're talking with you today, the Take Two family, about that particular issue, whether it's going back to school. Maybe you've been away from school for a number of years. You had some college behind you, and now God has called you back there. Or maybe it's a wedding coming up. There are still weddings happening about this time of year. Could be a family reunion. Those are always fun.
Grandbaby.
A grandbaby, yes, maybe a new baby or a grandbaby. Yeah, maybe it's football season is back in just a few weeks. I don't count the preseason though, so it's back on. I think Labor Day. Oh,
that's hilarious! These sports, yeah. I'll tell you something real quickly that I'm looking forward to. I'm finally feeling healthy enough and up to it. I'm thinking of going to the driving range and picking up those clubs again.
There you go.
Yeah.
How long's it been?
Oh. 2 years. Yeah, wow. I haven't felt up to it because of my health, but I've had a lot of encouragement from people who listened to our show who said, Debbie, you got to get back and play golf. So I'm starting with the driving range.
Beautiful. Good luck.
Thank you.
Tell the Take Two family how it goes, okay?
I will, but I have to wait till we get beneath 115 degrees. It's not going to work out too well if I go now.
Is anybody out there with this hot weather?
No, I don't think so. I don't even think the plants are alive. Nothing's. It's not good. Believe me. Even my sister called me yesterday. She said, I was outside for 5 minutes. I thought I was dying. Yeah.
Right.
So.
Well, okay, we have a few phone lines open here. It is your show, Take Two with Jerry and Debbie, so we need you to step up right away if you would be so kind. There has to be something that you are looking forward to. It's marked on your calendar, maybe not, maybe it's in your mind, in your heart. You know exactly when it's going to happen, and you are looking very forward to something, maybe seeing a great new movie or a baptism of a little nephew or a niece or somebody. Any event you're looking forward to, 833-288-3986.
Here's today's quote from Mother Angelica's Perpetual Calendar. Our heart should be like a bee. Get all the sweet we can. Not feelings. Feelings come and go. We thank God for that. But the sweetness of Jesus, the love of Jesus, the hiddenness of Jesus, Mother's spiral-bound perpetual calendar features an inspirational message for each day of the year. It's available from the EWTN Religious Catalog at EWTNRC.com.
EWTN podcasts are available on Spotify. Weekday shows from the Sunrise Morning Show through Cresta in the afternoon, plus the latest weekend programming. You can find it all at Spotify.com.
This is Life Issues with Brad Mattis, president of Life Issues Institute.
Children are in the crosshairs these days, whether it be unborn babies, scores of kids in the foster parent system, or children kidnapped and forced into human trafficking. One thing is certain, parents need to pray over their children every day. An unknown author put together a list of scripture passages that enable parents or grandparents to pray physically over their children from head to toe. For example, Philippians 4 verse 8 covers the head, that they would dwell on the things of God. For the arms, Galatians 6 verse 2, that they would help bear the burdens of others. The stomach, John 6 verse 27, that they would know Jesus as the bread of life. It's a remarkable list. Visit today's broadcast link at lifeissues.org for a free download.
Like us on Facebook at Life Issues and stay informed, more informed than you've ever been.
Hi, this is Janet Williams. You don't have to be a woman to enjoy Women of Grace tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern here on EWTN Radio. Now, back to Take Two with Jerry and Debbie.
We are just so excited to be with you at this time every day on Take Two with Jerry and Debbie and you on EWTN Radio. And thank you, affiliates, for carrying the program so that the Take Two family can participate every time we're on the air. Right back to the phones. First, though, we love to do this as well, Debbie. Congratulations going out to another member of the EWTN Radio family. It's WTOA, and their frequency is 101.3 FM. They're in Albany, Georgia, celebrating their 7th year with EWTN. Fantastic milestone. You made it past those, you made it past those really, really vulnerable years. Those first few years can be really vulnerable and tough. Mm-hmm. So praise God, you've got to your 7th year. So congratulations to everyone at St. Teresa's Catholic Church in Albany from all of us at EWTN.
Nice. Yes. Congratulations. Okay. Diane is up next in Massachusetts on our friends at the Station of the Cross. Hi, Diane. Welcome.
Hi. How are you today?
Great. Now I'm really excited because Jean gave me permission to start decorating for the fall early, so I'm really excited.
Well, I was hearing that, and it's like I am a traditionalist because to me, September is still part of the fall because, summer because summer is so short here in New England. So, but I love the fall. Decorating for the fall is my absolute favorite. So I'm in there with you.
Oh, good. Very cool.
So something that I am looking forward to, just a quick little backstory. My husband and I both have the same birthday. And so our children are always challenged, for birthday celebrations. We have 4 children ages 29 to 36. And this year, we had a birthday dinner, kind of a cookout at one of their houses. And they were a little, kind of sneaky or no, not yet, or, I knew something was going on. And basically what they gave us for a gift is they have created a dinner club. And they are cooking a family dinner for our entire family and hosting it month by month. They have it scheduled, who's cooking this month, who's cooking the next month, just for one family gathering dinner throughout the month. And I was touched by that they, want to gather together as a family. They want to cook because they share our love of cooking and our love of eating, of course. But anyhow, it was just the best thing. It was just the best thing ever, to just have that time to look forward to every month because as everybody gets older and the grandchildren are, involved in stuff, it gets harder and harder to find a time that everybody can get together. So.
Yeah, for sure. Just a couple things, Diane. First of all, thanks for calling in, and I find it very, very inspiring. It sounds like, and this they probably couldn't pull this off if it wasn't true, that your 4 adult kids all get along with each other. And I think that's a big key to all of this, because we all know that, as families, kids grow and they kind of go in different directions, there's not always that real closeness, that unity.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like you have it there with your family, and it sounds like they love you a lot.
Yeah.
For them to make the sacrifices to do this, I know it's a joy for them and all that, but there's a lot of work, Debbie, that goes into this. So these are very, very loving children of their parents and their entire family.
I totally agree. When I heard you share that, I was thinking, wow, they went to this. It's a very unique. It's a big gift. They're putting time into it, and they're spending time together, and to have it be around a meal is huge, because that just builds the family bonds. Wow. Diane, you're blessed. Okay, so I have to ask you this. So you and your husband share the same birthday. Can you share with us the month and day? I'm just curious.
Yes, it's July 13.
Okay.
And it gets even a little bit, more coincidental, or maybe not coincidental.
Yeah.
We were born at the same hospital, and he is 18 minutes older than me.
Wow.
Wow. Did your families know each other?
No, not until, like when we were in high school. And
okay.
That's when I met him. I went to, yeah. So,
okay,
yeah,
that is precious. That is precious. So I have to tell you this, Diane, and maybe you thought of this already. I have a friend who's she's like 1 or 2 days apart from her husband, and she still celebrates it with him. Okay, but she decided she was going to take a half birthday 6 months later too. So she has 2 birthdays, because she said that she was tired of having all the attention be on both of them. So she took that one together, and then she took a half birthday 6 months later.
Wow. Well, I don't think I'm going to pull that one off, but
yeah, I thought that was hilarious. But
it is.
Yeah,
that's a great thing to do. It is.
That,
so yeah, we are truly blessed, and we were just blown away that they organized this and they presented it in a very funny song and stuff. So it was just very touching to us.
Beautiful. So you're in the. You just finished it, right? Or did they start? Are they starting it in August? Or when did
it actually starts in August.
Okay.
Yep. I have 3 daughters and a son. We have 3 daughters and a son, and our birthday celebration was at my son's house, and then he's actually hosting August, and they have like a little in a picture frame, whose home we're going to each month, and one of them is in a small apartment. Everybody else is in a house, and they've loaned their space to her to host. So
beautiful. What a beautiful family. You are blessed, Diane. Can you give us your husband's first name?
Yes, Jack.
Jack.
So we're Jack and Diane.
Oh, there's a song for you, Diane.
Absolutely, and that was the song they presented, but they changed the words to reflect our funny meals and love for cooking, and how they're our favorite chefs, and the skills that they've developed over the years. So yeah.
Okay,
so
that's precious. You need to start like some sitcom or something, because this is too coincidental, as you're saying. I love it. Jack and Diane, well, God bless you. Happy birthday. Your birthday was just a couple weeks ago. That is wonderful. Please tell Jack we wish him a happy birthday, and enjoy those meals with the kids.
We will. Thank you. Have a great rest of the day.
You too, Diane. Bless you. 833-288-3986. We're going to go next to Frank in East Northport, New York, listening on the Station of the Cross's iCatholic radio app. Hi, Frank.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. So I look forward to, in a couple of years, I retire from my current job in law enforcement, but I'm looking forward not to leaving that job, but to enhance my next stage in life. I want to be a Catholic school teacher.
Wow.
So I always said that in my last couple of years, I'd love to go back to school, get my master's, and prepare for that next stage. And I start this year in my current parish as a catechist, and I'm blessed that I'm actually able to teach my son's second grade class. And it's an important year because we'll be doing confession and communion this year. And I thought it would be a great training tool, and also giving back to the community, to do that for the next couple of years and transition into hopefully religious education. I also had a question. I know, Debbie, you're interested, and you worked extensively in religious education. And I just thought, any tips to prepare myself for be the best teacher I can possibly be.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Frank. I just wanted to say, when I was director of religious education, those that came to us as catechists who were in law enforcement, they were the most popular teachers because the kids loved to ask you questions. They loved it. I don't know, what grade are you going to be teaching? Did you say second?
Yeah, level 2, second grade.
Okay. They love asking questions of police officers and lawyers and doctors and nurses. I mean, they just love it. So that's the first thing I would say. If you're comfortable sharing that you were in law enforcement and what you did and, you know, what you saw and your experience, they love that. The second thing is, I would say definitely, go to adoration, Frank, at least 10 to 15 minutes before your classes or the day of your classes. You don't have to go the whole hour of adoration if you don't have that kind of time built in, but just before you step into that classroom with the kids, and ask the Holy Spirit to fill your mind, you know, fill your heart and come through all of the words. And I would definitely suggest that. That was suggested to me by a very wonderful holy priest many years ago, and it was a game changer for me. And then what I would also do is teach on also the guardian angels and the truth of our faith about the angels, because a lot of these kids, they're not getting a true catechesis on that. And so they're very intrigued by it. And in this day and age, they love that comfort they feel that God has an added protection in the angels. So that would be my initial kind of tidbits I would give. And Jerry has also was a director of religious education. So Jerry, do you want to share with Frank?
I don't know that I can add much to what you said there. I think that was very, very helpful, and I hope it was for you, Frank. All I was going to add to it is, if you listen to the show, Frank, you know that there are certain professions that we especially appreciate. Police, first responders, there's nurses, there's teachers. Well, you got 2 of the 3 right there. So I think that's maybe the first person who's ever called in and had 2 out of the 3 in one call. But right. God bless you, Frank, for your service on the police force. It's obviously a different world there today than it was before, and I just wish you the very, very best in the teaching going forward, because our kids really, truly need very dedicated and loving people like you doing that.
Absolutely. What do you think, Frank?
Thank you both. I appreciate the advice. I appreciate the advice, and God bless you both. I really do appreciate that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, and Frank, let me share something else too. We need male catechists. The females, women are really stepping up and really trying to get the faith out there. We need more men. So Frank, this is by you stepping into that, you're going to encourage other men to step into that role as well. So God bless you.
Thank you. I'm honored to do it.
Great. All right. What are you looking forward to? That's a great call from Frank. Retirement and then being a Catholic school teacher.
That was wonderful.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a great call. It could be anything. It could be anything that you're looking forward to that God has put on your heart, perhaps, and maybe it's time for you to pick up something new, or again, maybe it's a wedding, an anniversary, a reunion, kids going off to school. 833-288-3986.
Okay, so we'll go to Jennifer. Jennifer is in San Antonio, Texas, on Guadalupe Radio Network. Hi, Jennifer.
Hello. I'm looking forward to the Fullness of Truth conference. It's coming up on the 19th of this month, and
me too.
I'm looking forward to your talk, as well as the others that are going to be giving presentations. And looking forward to seeing you, and I'm just really excited to see it come about. I go just about every year, and I'm excited to see it this year, and you as well. And it's just going to be great, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. So I put it in the chat, and I just said, you know what? I think I'm just going to call and talk about it. So I just wanted to share that with everybody.
Well, Jennifer, I'm glad you did because actually we're in August, so it's coming up just in a couple weeks. And so if folks, it's the Miracles Conference in San Antonio, Texas, Fullness of Truth. You can go to fullnessoftruth.org. You can see all the speakers, Father Carlos Martins, Adam Bly. I am one of the speakers. But they have a whole lineup that is just amazing. And Jennifer, you're spot on, because I think we're in a day and an age and a time when we need hope, and we need to build confidence in all the miracles that God has prepared for us and wants to let us experience, and for us to have hope for. And so I'm praying that this Miracles Conference, I understand there's over 2,100 or 2,200 registrations so far. So that's or maybe 1,200. I think 1,200. But they can take over 2,000. So Jennifer, it's going to be a packed place. But please make sure you stop by and say hello. I'll be next to Adam Bly at the tables.
Okay, I will. And yes, definitely people need to definitely know that God is there, and He works miracles even in everyday lives, and even if it's in small things, even if it's through someone's word of encouragement or a song, or even through EWTN, just hearing something, it strikes a chord with them, and they go, wow, that they didn't realize that God is actually working through that. So yes, we need to hear something like this conference to kind of spark that in them, and just to bring it back to the truth that it really, God is really working through this day and age. And so yes, it's really perfect.
Yeah, and Jennifer, I just want to say congratulations to you because you recognize the need to go to conferences, to feed your faith, to listen to Catholic radio. There are so many resources that we have that we can very beautifully tap into, and you see that you're planning to do this. And I know for a lot of people with the pandemic, these conferences literally had a very, very hard time. They were trying to go to virtual online, and things were so totally different than they were before. So thanks be to God, things are getting back to normal now, and you've got these types of conferences to go to, Debbie, because I know you probably missed some speaking opportunities, I would guess, during the pandemic.
Yeah, no, you make a really good point, Jerry, and it's time that we do get back to being face-to-face, soul to soul, where we can shake hands and hug one another and take pictures and build that community feeling. So Jennifer, I am looking forward to it, and I agree with Jerry. It's time that we do get back together so we can be connected as the body of Christ. So yeah, it's going to be great. We just have to keep up the prayers that everything runs smoothly, right, Jennifer?
Right, and that's another thing, is people need to stop being afraid of being close together. They need to come together as community instead of being, how they say, be 6 feet apart. No, you need to come together and not be afraid. And I think a lot of people are still afraid, and you can't be afraid. You need to come together as community, as church community, and not be afraid. And I think conference is a good first step to being towards that. And so yes, it's a great opportunity.
Definitely. Well, have a great time. As Debbie said, go and look her up and get touch base with the other speakers too. Adam Bly has so much to say to the world today with all the evil going on. And of course, Father Carlos Martins is an expert on many, many things, miracles being one of them and relics being another. So thank you, Jennifer. I know Debbie looks forward to seeing you there. We're thankful for your call today on the program. I want to mention real quick before we go to Colleen in Ohio, we're coming up, Debbie, as you know, on the anniversary of the launch of EWTN. It launched on August 15th, 1981, on the Feast of the Assumption of Mary into Heaven. So we're really coming up on that. And what's so awesome about radio and archives is we can still listen to the foundress, Mother Angelica, regularly here on EWTN. She went home to her reward a few years ago, but we still get Mother Angelica's Answering the Call, Sundays, 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern on EWTN Radio. It's hosted by Father Joseph Mary and Doug Keck. And this week, Mother addresses what you really desire is peace. How do people become saints, being angry at God, and becoming closer to God through illness, something we just talked about on this program. Mother Angelica Answering the Call. Doug Keck and Father Joseph Mary have that for you Sundays at 2 and 8 Eastern Time on EWTN Radio.
Okay, so let's hear what Colleen has to say in Toledo, Ohio, on our friends at Annunciation Radio. Hi, Colleen. Thanks for waiting. Welcome.
Hi, Debbie. Can you hear me okay?
Yep, can hear you just fine.
Oh, okay. I am looking forward to my daughter finding a home for herself. She's been looking and looking. My husband died recently, and so she'd like to get her own place now. And it's just, I'm helping her, look, but it's just really hard. Like, we're trying to find something in her price limit, and even with me willing to help, sometimes, you give a good bid and you go over the asking price, and somebody still bids higher, or houses just get, they're way out of price range, and so it's been kind of hard, and she's working hard, and she's really just trying to find a nice home for herself. So I'm hoping and praying she can do that.
Yeah. I would just suggest, Colleen, my husband is a real estate broker, and we get this question all the time about St. Joseph. And I know there's stories of, people that, bury a statue of St. Joseph when they're selling a house and stuff like that. But the truth of it is, to bring St. Joseph in, because he is wonderful at securing a good and wholesome dwelling place for people. And it sounds like your daughter has a desire to have a nice place for her to live in. And I say we bring in St. Joseph. Have you thought about possibly getting a small prayer card or a small statue, having it blessed, placing it prominently on your prayer table or where you say your daily prayers, and asking St. Joseph to step in and find her a suitable place? He did it for the Blessed Mother. He can do it for your daughter. What do you say?
Well, that's a good thought, Debbie. I hadn't thought of that. I guess I only thought about if you're trying to sell your house.
Right.
But yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you.
Absolutely. I can tell you stories about St. Joseph, how he stepped in for many people who really needed help with their living situation. And he is incredible. And he's so quiet, always has been, but he just moves in the direction to help people along. And we want that for your daughter. What do you say, Jer?
No, I agree. And Debbie's big on the guardian angels, and so am I. So maybe have your daughter just send her guardian angel out there to look for a place for her, and maybe work with the guardian angels of some of these places that are for sale. Because I can say I've bought I think 2 homes in my life, and I can say with confidence they were both probably neither should have happened, or there was interesting providential things that occurred to allow me to get into those homes. And so I really believe this is not a small, tiny, insignificant issue for God. God really cares that your daughter find a home, and a good one in the price range. So bring in the guardian angels. The Holy Spirit, can make a lot of great things happen as well. And who knows, a lot. I've seen it many times, when you get to want to make an offer on something, and they say, well, there's an offer in front of you, and all of a sudden a couple days later, hey, the offer in front of you was pulled, and then you get the chance to do it. So
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely, Colleen. I've seen so many mini and major miracles with home transactions. So we're going to pray that something really spectacular is presented for your daughter. And, keep us posted so we can celebrate.
Okay. All right. Her name is Madonna.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. All right, so keep us posted, please. I just feel so confident and that you and her, she's getting heaven's assistance. So let's just really go big. And sometimes people will settle for something, but God wants us to really go big with Him. So let's go big and see what manifests. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Jerry and Debbie.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
Colleen. that has to be exciting, what they're looking forward to there.
Yeah.
I was 51 before I actually was a homeowner. I'd rented all those years up until then, and it's a very exciting thing. You just feel so good about yourself. Your sense of self-worth goes up, and your gratitude to God goes up as well. So I hope that all happens for them.
Yeah. And her name is Madonna. I love that.
Madonna, yeah.
I can't wait to celebrate. I see a housewarming gift. I see it. This is exciting. I love when people get into a really wonderful place to live and they start to build their home. House becomes a home when you start to live in that house, and then like what Marty and I did, putting scripture verses on every single wall in our home. I mean, I don't know. I think when we leave this earth, this home is going with us because there's too many connections to heaven. So it's just amazing how you can really make a house a home, and I love that.
That would be the first time ever that somebody did take it with them, I think.
I know. But I still don't know what to do with all the religious art and all the blessed items. I mean, there's so many, I feel, that it's that Catholic guilt in me. I'm going, what am I going to do? Because what if somebody doesn't come along? You got to promise me, Jerry, if I go before you, you've got to show up at my house with a U-Haul and pick it all up.
Or maybe have one of these free yard sales, which are becoming very, very popular.
A free religious sale?
Well, yeah. I mean, or you could talk to the parishes in the areas where you live. I'm sure they'd take some of that stuff, and maybe some of your friends. That's a good idea. Actually, we do have a lot of rural mission churches, and they would actually love, I think, some of this artwork. So, yeah, that's a good point. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to call this weekend. Thank you, Jerry. You're very welcome, Deb.
Okay,
wow.
So can we share about tomorrow's topic? Because I think this is fascinating. Okay, tell us about your strongest job interview. Okay, when I first read the title of this, I read it so quickly. It looked like, tell us about your strangest job interview. And I actually do have one of those. It was really bizarre. So strongest job interview is what we're looking for, but you could tell us about your strangest one. Did you ever have one of that? Like a really strange interview?
Yeah, I've had very strange job interviews.
Me too.
Yeah. when you work in radio.
Oh, that's true. But we still have social media coming in on this topic, which is exciting.
Yeah, Michael M. looking forward to the 9th Annual Catholic Answers Conference in San Diego, the weekend of the 21st to the 24th. Nicholas looking forward to making his house into more of a home. You were talking about that. Anna Marie looking forward to her husband's retirement. And Tim Mateo looking forward to the next phase of my Opus Sanctorum Angelorum formation journey.
Nice.
Thank you all for weighing in on social media today.
Yeah, you guys did such a great job. Thank you so much to the Take Two family. Again, thank you, Matt Gabinski. Our call screener, Charles Beery, was stepping in for Jeff Burson today. And, of course, our wonderful producer, Ace McKay. Jerry.
Okay. Hope you can be back with us tomorrow. In the meantime, you are in our prayers, and we really rely on the prayers of the entire Take Two family around the world. So wherever you're hearing this or seeing this, please, by name, will you mention Take Two with Jerry?